Hi guys, welcome to Chit
Chit
Chat
Chat
HR. So today we meet again in podcast of Chit Chat HR. Many of us are struggling in anxiety in terms of hectic and demanding work environment today. So for today's episode, we will talk about anxiety disorder at workplace. So what is anxiety disorder? Anxiety disorder is one of the issue in mental health issue. So based on the statistics, we can see that people who suicide because of this anxiety disorder and depression in workplace are increasing day by day. So we cannot normalize this anymore. We are here to share the information, the guidance, and also the solution to who are potentially get into this anxiety disorder, or maybe people are who already been in this issue and this kind of situation. We are here to help you guys because you are not alone. So I'm pretty sure that most of these workplace have this kind of issue.
Yeah, yes.
And may I ask, is it you guys have faced this experience, or maybe your own experience, or maybe your friends' experience on anxiety disorder at workplace?
I do have an experience during my internship where at that time I facing work from home, which is hybrid working, where like I'm totally at the time because like of course like when we work from home, like we have to stay and then we do some work, and then we have like during my internship like I do have like Gmail, and then we have to open our camera as proof of attendance. So like I just do my job, and then when it comes to lunch hour, I feel so, I don't know, I feel like so anxious, like my hand feels so like shaky, my hand feels so shaky, and then I feel like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with me, and then I'm sweating, and then like that. So I don't know, at that time I was like, oh, what's wrong with me? You know, is it because of the hybrid working or what? But at that time, I just realized that I facing anxiety at the time because I don't have any interaction with my co-workers. Like I just stay there, and then like of course during hybrid working, like we have our own depression, we're facing about that, and then we lack of confidence because we never met people like physically, it's like through virtually. So I feel so scared, and then I feel like I want to isolate myself. Like, I stay in my room. It's like I stay, but at the same time like I'm still doing my job because that is my responsibilities. So for me, the anxiety is very serious issue because like it's because we heard like what you said just now, it's like linked to the suicide. So it's quite we have to focus on that. It's a critical issue. And plus, it's happened for me during Sweden, of course. Like during at the time, it's in the university program where it's like they have a career development like that. The career development for the student, but somehow they push us to submit our like resume, so within 5 at the evening. So it's like
pressure.
It's pressure.
The pressure.
Yeah, that's one of the factors that lead to the anxiety because of we stress, and then we feel so pressure.
And then you start shaking.
Yeah, I start shaking like that, just sweating, and like that. That's happened on me at the time. It's if I can remember, it's like I don't want to face that situation anymore. That's terrible. Yeah, it's a terrible thing.
For me, I personally doesn't have like this anxiety issue, but in my opinion, anxiety issue is very serious. Yes, because like you said just now, anxiety issue is like just one of the first step that it can lead to suicide. Yes, which is not a laughing matter. It's very serious. So when I heard like Jan just not about his experience. Personally, I did not face that. But as for my friends, I have a very close friends of mine that actually face this problem. Yeah. Imagine that you are a fresh graduate student. You are just starting to, enter the working phase. This working phase, right? So that amount of pressure is very, very terrible. Just imagine you are someone that does not have any experience. Just a fresh graduate, just like this young boy. So when he entered this company that he's working at, the amount of pressure is unbelievable. The pressure from his co-workers, his peers, his co-workers, his supervisors, his manager, his top level management. For me, it's very bad because just from my opinion, that looking from an outside view into the company, for me, like the way that they treated my friends, which is this new employee at the company, is very terrible. Because they did not disregard everything about his. They are not treating him like a human being that has feelings. My friends always he tell me about his problems. Sometimes when he got back home from his working, he just told me one story that my supervisor today pressure me to put his work to the same pressure okay, this student this must finish by 5, not by 5 you need to stay. Do overtime, unpaid overtime. It's very thing that it actually my friend is actually a go-lucky person. Just fun, enjoy, and extroverted. But due to this problem, he became a little bit quiet because he developed anxiety. So it's hard for me to see my friends behaving this way because when I know him, he is very, very lucky, cheerful guy. So when I see him go through this kind of phase, it's heartbreaking. So as a friend, I try to support him. Give him motivation, and one of the ending of him at that company, he just quit because he can't expect it's very bad for him. Even I advise him to quit that company because for me, the way they treated him is very bad. I can't imagine anyone can withstand that kind of pressure without developing, anxiety. So, that is my opinion from what I can see based on what I see my friends face.
But thankful that your friend is not getting too serious and hit to suicide. And hopefully he's really okay.
Alhamdulillah, he's currently working at a new company and it's better currently.
Okay, so actually all of this happen must have a reason. So what the reason of this anxiety disorder actually?
So I think I have several factors that lead to the anxiety at workplace. So the first and foremost, the most obvious factors are job pressure. So when we're talking about job pressure, high levels of job pressure often come of the expectation of meeting tight deadlines, handling an excessive workload, as well as dealing with demanding tasks. So, for instance, as a university students, when we have a lot of assignment to submit on the deadline, we often feel stressed and sometimes anxiety.
Very stressed. I admit it.
So this constant stress can create a challenging and demanding environment for employees and us as a students. So from this stress, people may start to experience physical symptoms like racing heart and muscle tensions. So the next factors that I can share to you is that due to the uncertainty. So when we talk about job security, job insecurity, it constantly changing work environment that can be a breeding ground for anxiety. So
for instance, when employee are unsure about the stability of their jobs and they face frequent shift in their responsibility, it can trigger a feel of unease. So, for instance, that I can give you a simple example. So, when you are doing a job oftenly, but suddenly your boss or your employer keep changing your shift because of something else, that maybe a new worker, so that you feel uncertainty about your job, your new job. So okay, so from these things, employer can help by providing clear communication about job security, the expectation and change within the organization. So the last factors that I can share to you is about perfectionism. So you guys, we always have one friend that is perfectionism, right?
Yeah.
So okay, while striving for excellence can be a positive trait, it sometimes perfection at work can drive to lead to a chronic worry and fear of making mistakes.
Because it's feel the pressure.
Yes, we feel that we doesn't want to make a mistake because the top level can
Perfectionist.
yes. So employees may become preoccupied with details and reluctant to delegate tasks and prone to self-criticism. This is one of the things that led to perfectionism. So to overcome this, employees can foster a more forgiving. So forgive their employees and make a culture that can recognize our value of learning from making mistake and encourage a healthy work-life balance.
So it's like when you be too perfect, it's like you're developing your own stress.
Yes, because of the we worry about the making mistakes. Okay.
So all we can say here is anxiety disorder is happen because of the job pressure, uncertainty and perfectionism. Actually, is there any effect of this factor?
Totally.
Totally.
So when we
Absolutely.
talk about like anxiety, having anxiety in workplace, of course, one of the main thing that can be affected is your productivity. Due to this stress, having anxiety, your work will start to be slow. I can take a little bit of like example of your perfectionism. Of course, being a perfectionist, it will take time. Your productivity will significantly go down. So for me, like productivity will be totally affected. Having anxiety, you are going to make a lot of mistakes. You will be worried a lot. You will be worried about a lot about things. So the next thing for me is like people with anxiety, having like in this workplace setting, they will have problem with making decision. Their decision making will be a little bit problem because they worry too much. They think about everything. They worry about things to go wrong that can affect their decision. So they will keep making mistakes. Not only making mistakes, they, as a person that have anxiety, that person will try to avoid making decision. He sometimes just like brush it off to other co-workers, like okay, you take this job, like he doesn't want that responsibility, so it can affect his career growth also. Lastly, for me, having anxiety also can affect their relationship. At work you always have like a team. Maybe you're in your department or HR department or anything, right? You will have team. You have co-workers that you will be working with. So having anxiety, it can affect it. You cannot you will affect the communications. It can affect the team dynamics. Like the interpersonal things. So having anxiety can cause disrupt all this. Not just the bad thing is like it's not just disrupt your work, but sometimes afraid that it can disrupt others' work also. So that is some of the bad effect of the anxiety. There's a lot more, but currently there is just some of the bad effects.
Actually, I didn't expect this kind of worse situation in someone's life actually. So no wonder it can lead to the suicide. So actually now I feel a little bit sadness in myself, like how they can survive. Like they are really tough people. So we're here actually to give the solution and help others about this anxiety disorder.
Okay, I would like to share this like solution that I searched Indeed, and I share some of my thought lah first. And then so the first solution is for the individuals itself. So for the individuals who are facing anxiety, you have to meet or talk to your doctor or any professionals about your anxiety, so that it's because they are professionals and they are doctors. They know what are the cause and what they can do to help you to cure the anxiety. And next is okay, of course, it's like it reflects to me like during the hybrid working. If I have an anxiety like during the hybrid working, it's like I need to take a rest. Like okay, I need to take a break just for a few minutes, and then it's like do some activity like exercise. Yeah, because when you are moving, you're like it's like
It's release some of the stress.
boost your stress. Okay. And then next is from the employee side. So what they should do is first you have to provide training. So the employees need to provide training like a talk or any mental awareness to the employees.
Sometimes like stress management.
Yeah, stress management and like that. So they know how to help themselves in order to overcome this anxiety. Okay. Next is create a culture and openness and acceptance, because when it comes to anxiety, like for example, like in our team, there's one employee who are facing anxiety, and then there are some stigma saying that the anxiety is like you're gonna die. I don't want to be with you because it's like you may affect influence my health. So like that. So I would like to say that the co-workers, not only the employees, the co-workers also need to create an openness and the acceptance of employees who are facing anxiety, so that they have someone who they can talk to, like they can share what inside their mind, like that. Okay, next is flexible working hour. Like for example, like I'm facing the anxiety. So the employees can provide a flexible working hour. Like you can come anytime. You can come, and then you can and the rest, like for example, like you can come and work for 4 hours working hour, and then other than that you can go talk to your doctors about how to overcome your issue. And lastly, provide an employee assistance program. Like for example, like the employees need to do some survey, collect all the employees, and they have their own inbound counselling session like that. So that's the solution that I can give.
Thank you, Nurazan. For me, it's really good solution because you divide into 2 parts, which is individual and employer. So by here, everyone know their roles and responsibility to overcome this anxiety disorder. Okay. So we drag to the end of this podcast actually. Really sad. Okay, and then we are here to recall that you are not alone. Please remember that you are not alone, and then we are here to support you. So get in touch with us by leaving comment below on how your experience and how you solve your problem if you are been in this anxiety disorder. Remember to rate and subscribe our channel until we met in other episode in Chit Chat HR. Goodbye and have a nice day. Ta-ta.